Right, started. Hello, everybody.
Hello, everybody.
My name is Darren.
Darren and Graham.
He is Graham. We have just watched Gone Girl by David Fincher.
We have.
In a non-spoilery way, tell us what it's about.
Well.
In like a sentence, because anything more than a sentence, and you're probably going to give a spoiler away.
Probably overrunning the story, aren't I? Okay, so it's about Ben Affleck's character and Rosamund Pike's character. And they're having relationship trouble. I think that's all I can say.
And then one day, on their 5th anniversary, she goes missing. You can say that.
Okay, yeah.
Sort of clues in the title if you... Spoiler alert, a girl goes missing.
Yeah.
A girl is gone.
A girl has gone. She's gone.
So, what did you think?
Phenomenal. David Fincher
Really?
has done it again. Hit the press. Tell everybody. It needs to be known.
Yeah, what's he done again? A good
film?
film.
Oh, and a good film as well. Yeah. Not just any film. It's a good film.
He does do good films, doesn't he?
He's
seem to know what he's doing.
He's
Benjamin
got a
on the
knack.
side.
Oh, I haven't seen it, so
That's rubbish.
my vision of Fincher is just kind of unscathed.
You've not seen Alien 3, have you either?
No.
No, that's
Was
rubbish
it good?
as well. No.
No. Okay, good. Unscathed.
Yes, no, Benjamin Button is rubbish because it starts off with Brad Pitt as a baby with an old man's face, and then he ages backwards. I know I've said this to you before, but basically, he has the frame accurate to his age, and the sort of complexion and skin the opposite. So when he's born, he's got the frame and skeleton of a baby, but the face and body of an old man. And then as he, ages, it goes the other way around. So it should have ended. Well, it basically, spoiler alert for Benjamin Button, it ends with him as a real baby. When no, it should end up with him being
6-foot baby.
a 6-foot baby. So I watched for 3 hours that sort of, I don't know, saccharine bullshit, trying to see what Brad Pitt would look like as a 6-foot baby. And it just didn't happen.
That's
so,
a shame.
Anyway, spoilers for Benjamin Button over. I mean, I just spoilt it. I'm pretty
haven't-
sure whoever made him a baby at the end spoiled it.
I haven't seen it, so you've ruined it for me as well.
I've already said that to you then.
I've forgotten it.
Well, to be honest, I've not spoiled it because you're going to watch that whole film thinking, oh my god, he's going to look so funny as a 6-foot baby. And then he just comes out the baby and like, 3 hours I've just spent trying to see this. At least now you know.
He had a good body in Fury. Does he have a good body as a baby in Benjamin Button?
Pretty fucking sexy.
Yeah.
I like a baby whose nipples are dragging down.
Yeah.
With liver I love a baby with liver spots.
Yeah.
Anyway, so Gone Girl.
Gone Girl is excellent. It's a lot of fun. Lots of twists and turns, as is expected, probably.
Yes, you really can't say anything beyond the first 10 minutes without getting into spoils.
Well, we've already done a little while of video. Should we just head into spoiler territory now?
Yeah. If you like the game, then you'll like this. They're basically similar.
Yeah, it's go and watch it because it's just excellent.
Okay, spoiler
it
alert.
Genuinely is. Okay, so
what did you think?
yeah, it's good.
Yeah,
Yeah.
me too.
Yeah.
Well, I'm glad you stuck around.
That's a nice quick one.
Yeah, she was good. She was basically,
She was fantastic, and he was too.
we haven't spoiled anything. We've just sent away people we've not even ruined.
Yeah, that's fine. I didn't like them anyway.
No.
They were the weak ones.
Yeah, twat. Yeah, I thought it was good. I thought that
it tricked me a few times. I'll say that honestly, hand on my heart.
What did it trick you about?
As we discussed in private, which we're making you savvy to now. As long as you've seen the film, this is genuinely part of the story we're going to explain to spoiler territory. But she gets robbed by a couple of hicks.
You should remember that because you've seen the film.
You've seen the film, of course. You remember the part where she gets robbed by a couple of hicks, and this is after they find out that she's not dead after all.
They'll know who you don't need.
I know.
If they've seen the film, they'll know.
I know. I just want people to complain if they have ignored our spoiler warnings and stuff like that. Like,
Yeah, well,
you ruined the film for me.
Ben Affleck takes her back. She doesn't die. He doesn't die. Everyone's happy except him. And she's tricked him into having a baby. There's the end.
Oh yeah, that's the end. Okay, so if you walked out before that bit, is it as well?
We warned you.
I genuinely thought those hicks were going to get killed by her.
I did as well. I did.
And I thought that would have made an interesting twist, but actually it wouldn't have been a twist because that would have been the expected thing. The twist was the fact that she was actually damaged by that. She was hurt, and it changed her.
She had to go to what's his face?
Yeah,
Neil Patrick Harris.
Neil Patrick Harris, and who's been stalking her all along and stuff like this, and
Oh, has he though?
Well, I think so.
Because we only know that he's been stalking her because that's what she said. And
yeah, but it's a bit odd that she's in the middle of nowhere. She's gone. She's left.
Yeah.
She's literally in the middle of nowhere, and he turns up and goes straight to her and takes
if
her back.
Rosamund Pike messaged me and said, "Look, I've just killed somebody," I know she hasn't, but if she did say that, "I've just killed somebody. I'm pretty evil. It was a child. Fancy coming and having me in your wooded shack for a few days?"
Yeah.
I'd go, yes, sounds like a worthy risk.
Yeah, I'll take that. Yeah,
I'm up for that. Although, if you mentioned Die Another Day, you're out on your ass. Because that was an awful film. It was.
I'll tell you another twist that I thought was good.
You can tell us some things you've seen. I'll tell you another bit of that film
Yeah, I'll explain another
that
bit.
you remembered. Go on.
I'm giving examples of how twisty it was.
Okay.
The bit where obviously she's locked in with Neil Patrick Harris, and you think that he's going to be the next kind of like threat to her.
Yeah, he does seem so.
And he is.
You think she's going to get
kind of
comeuppance with him?
Yeah, it's getting played off as though he's now keeping her as his own sort of thing. As a prisoner, and as usual, you know, the tables are turned, and she manages it. But the whole film is just excellent, and
it kind of reminded me a bit David Lynch, you know.
Neil Patrick Harris or
maybe, but also the tone of the film reminded me of a David Lynch film.
In what way?
In the way that firstly it had kind of dreamy kind of music, which was a bit kind of was obviously Trent Reznor, so it was a bit kind of like electronic-y kind of sounding.
Yeah, industrial-ish.
It did have a kind of like, it almost sounded like it wouldn't have been out of place on Lost Highway or something. And also there was that bit at the end where she turns up, you know, coated in blood, and like falls in his arms, and it's like got that like the music kind of goes all kind of romantic-y, but in a dreamy kind of way, and it's got like the white picket fence, and it just kind of, it's a bit like the way Lynch kind of shows kind of, you know, cliched suburban kind of images like that, but also it's proper fucked up at the same time.
Yeah, that's true.
So it kind of reminded me of that. Go on.
I was going to make a point about the music, like something that I read was like, apparently Fincher was in like a
I heard this.
A massage parlor or something like that, and he was in like the waiting room for it, and they had music piped in, and it was really like he found it. It was he could tell it was obviously intended to be calming, but it was just really, like what's the word? Like I don't know, just offsetting. Yeah. So he sent that to he sent that to Trent Reznor and asked him to kind of get the same feel. What? Go on.
Just never again. That's all I'm going to say.
Right. Okay.
Yeah.
Did it end well? Very well?
No.
Not at all well.
No, I was hoping to get tossed off by some sort of blonde girl. It was some 6 foot something bloke who just beat the shit out of me for about 5 minutes. Just honestly, there wasn't a bone I have that didn't crack. Turkey. It's called a Turkish bath. Never go for a Turkish bath. They just kick the shit out of you.
Could that just not just be you? Like people just want to kick the shit out of you?
Maybe locked me in the sauna for a good half hour.
Jesus Christ. There you go, Turkish baths.
Yeah,
1 star.
Do not recommend. Unlike Gone Girl, which is very good.
Gone Girl was excellent. I wish you had more bad things to say about films because I like slacking things off, but we only watch good films.
Didn't want to see Neil Patrick Harris's dick.
I still think it was a stunt cock.
Why would they get a stunt? It was a full. You saw his face in the shot. Why would they CG a cock onto him for one frame?
Or some latex thing. I don't know.
Why wouldn't they just get? Why would he not get his out, but Ben Affleck would get his?
Well,
it's a random assumption.
That was in the trivia as well for the film. Fincher wanted Ben Affleck to take this film seriously, so he made him do full frontal.
Yeah,
something along those lines. But he never said anything about Neil Patrick Harris.
I love that he's got to convince Ben Affleck to take the film seriously. What's Ben Affleck putting whoopee cushions at people's chairs?
Yeah,
taking the piss.
Yeah, like James Woods.
Is that what James Woods does?
Oh, yeah, he's a proper.
I haven't watched the making of Once Upon a Time in America, so I'll take your word for it. Or Videodrome. Yeah, no, it wasn't better than Fight Club or The Social Network or Seven, but it was better than The Game, Alien 3, and obviously Benjamin Button. Maybe it was on par with The Game. I really like The Game. The Game's really good.
I haven't seen The Game.
Oh, and you should. Gone Girl reminded me of what's face Paul Verhoeven's Basic Instinct and the other Glenn Close one where she's a nutty person. Oh, actually, that's one of the things I thought in what's it called? What's the Glenn Close one called? The Bunny Boiler one.
Yeah.
What's it called? Fatal Attraction. In Fatal Attraction, I've not seen it, but I think Michael Douglas's wife kills Glenn Close. Whereas in the original film script, it was some creepy, weird ending where she sort of got away with it. And so in this film, when Rosamund Pike was basically playing the the buddy boiler type woman. I was really that's 10 minutes. Yeah. So so I was really hoping that it wouldn't do a cliched thing and have him kill her, even though I wanted him to beat the shit out of her because because
just because she's a woman.
She's mental. Same thing. I'm glad it didn't. I'm glad it had the even weirder ending where she sort of tricks him into. She gets pregnant and then tricks him into sticking around. Or
proper puppets on strings, eh?
Yeah, I was listening. Anyway, at some point, we were talking about the dad. Why is he in it?
Oh yeah.
Apparently, he's more in the book Ben Affleck's dad.
Okay.
Because obviously he's a fuck up. Ben Affleck's dad, he's senile and everything like that.
Yeah.
God, those people when they go senile, such fuck ups. But apparently that's one of the reasons that Ben Affleck sticks around when she gets pregnant, because in the book his dad is really bad all the way through. So he wants to be a good dad. He doesn't want to be he doesn't want to be. So if he's got a kid, he doesn't want to be to that kid what his dad is to him.
That wasn't really reflected in the film.
No. So that makes a bit more sense.
That gives it a lot more of a kind of like you can really feel for him there.
Yeah, because it's like in the
you question
film,
at the end. Yeah,
she's like, I'm pregnant, and then he's like, well, I guess I'm going to be with you forever, as though we haven't invented soapy water and coat hangers.
You would do something about it. Like, I mean, she's clearly unhinged. Like, she needs help.
Yeah,
or just shut him down
and a
because
shove.
she slices.
There's
not in
loads
that
of ways.
Just gotta get inventive, you know.
Yeah. Yeah.
But if that was more reflected in the film, I think we'd understand his final solution.
Yeah. Did you like the end?
We're back there again. Yeah, 7 degrees of separate. I did like the end. I think it was a bit confusing.
It was confusing.
Yeah, I mean, I understood it. I could consume what I was seeing. You know, I was, but I didn't understand why he would stick around it so much. I mean, obviously she's psychotic and would probably get vengeance, which is what the whole film is about.
At some point.
Yeah, but it's just I don't know. Like I loved it. Yeah, it was brilliant, genuinely brilliant, and all excellent, and all the acting and stuff just all round well done, Fincher, from me.
I liked how Ben Affleck became a method actor to play the most hated man in America by taking on the role of Batman.
Yeah, so he got a lot of that whole
I think
press conference practice, didn't he?
Yeah.
Trying to damage limitation and all that. Yeah, I'm looking forward to Batfleck, especially after that film, because he was starting to look the part.
Especially after every film he's done in the last sort of 5 years-ish.
That's been very good.
Gone Girl, or even Gone Baby Gone, as I meant to say. They should do like a team up, like Batman vs Superman, where it's Gone Baby. What is it? Gone Baby Gone Girl.
Gone Baby Gone Girl. Yeah.
Gone Baby Gone Girl.
Go for it if you watch it.
And they should throw Girl Interrupted in there. Gone Baby Girl Interrupted.
Gone Baby Gone Girl.
Gone Baby Gone Girl Interrupted.
Yeah.
So you don't get insight like that elsewhere.
Nope. Only here. Jesus.
Sorry. I have a lung I don't need.
Apparently. Okay, so I don't know if we're done. We haven't really talked much about the film.
Yeah, we have. It doesn't have many of Fincher's like typical ticks in, where he passes a camera through a wall or a teapot or whatever he does out the window. There's a fly, but yeah, it's fine. The story didn't need it, I suppose.
Yeah, it was.
There wasn't that much of that in like Social Network, really, except that rowing scene.
Yeah.
Dragon Tattoo.
Amazing.
Forgot about Girl with Dragon Tattoo.
Oh yeah.
That's all right.
It's really good. I enjoyed it.
I could talk for a while about that, so I won't get into it.
Okay.
It's good.
Yeah. It's Fincher in it for the most part, apart from the ones you mentioned earlier.
Yeah.
I guess we're done.
Yeah.
We're all out of steam.
Yeah,
but that's fine because
we've been on over 10 minutes.
Said our piece.
Yeah.
Oh well. Watch it, enjoy it, and say goodnight to your parents because you never know how long they're going to be there for.
Did I see that somewhere today on Facebook?
I have no idea.
Well, it's true.
Not your parents. Nobody cares about your parents. That's true, isn't it?
Bye, everybody.
Oh dear. I've got a lot of apologising to do now. I thought perhaps